individually visit everybody, and then we miss out. So we all congregate at one place, and it was this one fantastic place. Remember, the whole year at Alansaar is magnificent. So we did congregate here, and we had a fantastic meal together. And one or two of the aunties are really exceptional. As my one auntie, Hamida Kaki, she's something else. Alhamdulillah, bless her with long life and good health. And my kaka, Abu, he's a fantastic person. And my cousins, what can we say about them? But then there'll be a show about the Jusuf family. So let's not go on about that. Remember, I'm a family and marriage counselor, and I'm supposed to talk about you, not me. So let's get to it now. Now, there's going to be a lot of weddings, a lot of nikahs happening, because as the days come closer to one's nikah, excitement and ecstasy and elation pumps through the veins of the bride and the groom. The build up to the marriage is an experience of thrill, jubilation, happiness. It's so amazing. And when the marriage is solemnized, when you go to the nikah and the nikah is performed and the walima, it's amazing. One's happiness and delight is on the verge of brimming and tipping over. You're so happy. Everybody experienced that. They say that's the best day. That's one of the best days. So when the newlywed couple meet for the first time, words cannot describe the sweetness, bliss, serenity, pleasure, elation tasted by the two. I mean, when you look at your bride for the first time, as I did, I remember I couldn't believe how lucky I was. Alhamdulillah. It was still like a dream. If every day of the marriage mirrors the first day of marriage and every night reflects the first night of marriage, then marriage is a euphoric experience in this world. It is truly. But now it's not going to happen because there's pressures in this world, isn't there? The first couple of months are always a honeymoon phase. We call it the honeymoon phase, where everything she says is such poetry coming out of her mouth, and whatever he says is so wonderful. He's my protector. He's my beloved. But once the couple settles down, reality begins. Many couples fall at this point. The husband gets engrossed in his job because now he has to take care of another mouth. No, Allah Pak doesn't provide. We men provide, isn't? No. Wallahu khairu razikeen. Allah is a provider. He comes home tired and late, feeling hungry. Oh gosh, you know what I'm talking about. Tired, feeling hungry, tired. He demands for the food and feels lazy to do anything. Now, come on, who doesn't feel that? I'll admit it, I feel like that. He eats, puts the dirty plates in the sink. Sometimes he doesn't even do that. I'm also guilty of that. And lies down on the sofa. He might awaken to perform salah if he's conscious of salah. Otherwise, he wakes up later on towards the night, phones a few friends, watches TV, and keeps telling the wife, where's the dessert? Where's this? Where's my tea? That's not marriage, was it? That's not what was envisaged by the wife. Because look, there may be no such thing as the perfect partner, but an ideal partner can be found in someone who has developed themselves in certain ways that go beyond looks, charm, success. A good husband is committed to a long-lasting marriage and is willing to do whatever it takes to keep their partner happy. Now, making sure that the qualities are in place for a healthy relationship. Okay, so you came home tired. You're tired, you lie down. We all go through that. Every man has to admit that. But after you get up, then you apologize and you say, look, I'm so sorry. Because again, the key word here is humility, humble. I'm sorry I fell asleep, because now she's entitled to your company. So, no, I'm so sorry I fell asleep. You didn't wake me. And just say, look, you're very tired. I can see, you were not there today. So yeah, sorry. It was hectic today. So what happens? She doesn't feel so bad. She doesn't feel so upset. She can tolerate the situation. Now, every day you can't do this now, because everything that's happening, then you have an imbalance now. You're focusing on the finances. You're focusing on the financial structure. That means you want to go towards it. And look, all of us get caught up in it. I'm not going to blame men on there, because I'll be blaming myself. We all try to work very hard because the effort has to be there. Remember, nothing's going to come without effort. But you have to have a balance where there's an effort in dunya and there's effort in your home as well. The home is very important. All right, we have SMSs come through. Remember, if you want to drop us a line, you can drop us a line with WhatsApp. It's 060-904-1056. That's the WhatsApp line on the studio. If you want to SMS me on my line, please do. This is my personal line, 083 7789 314, 083 7789 314. And we have an SMS that's come through. Assalamu alaikum. Hope you are well. Eid Mubarak to you and your family. As to you, and we alhamdulillah. Are there people struggling with adult step stepchildren interference. I don't hear of it spoken on air. Perhaps the people that are struggling with the situation are afraid of their spouse to speak out. Yes, they are. They are afraid, and there is interference, whether they adult stepchildren or your own children. Because look, everybody is territorial. All right. Everybody wants a piece of the person. So if they are your stepchildren, then they'll want their father now to look at them more and not look at you if you're the mom. I'm not sure whether you're the mom or the dad, but they will try to obviously interfere. But that's acceptable, because when you marry the person, you should have known that, look, he's got stepchildren. So what are you expecting? He's going to be wholly yours? No, no, no. But it has to be negotiated. And he has to have the trust of his wife, because you are his consort. Now, I'm assuming now that's the father, right? Please forgive me. But don't feel as if there is interference. Feel though as if that's a duty that you have to help him with, because look, he's your husband, but he still has an obligation towards the children that he has. So yes, they won't like you, but that doesn't mean now that you must stop doing your duty as assisting your husband. And you mustn't take offense to him not liking you, because they're always going to feel that you are the person that has replaced their mother. Now, it was their father's decision, but they're not going to blame their father, they'll blame you. But look, this is life, Ryan. Now, if you want to better yourself, then you can't go at loggerheads with them, because then he'll say, look, why are you being childish like them? Don't They're children, we should be the adults. So look to his face, look to him, support him. And if they behave badly, tell him about it. Say, see, you're always telling me, look, you know what, I must look the other way and all that. But see, look what they told you. Now they came in, they greeted you. They said Eid Mubarak to you, didn't say Eid Mubarak to me. I'm not fighting. I'm not saying that, look, you know what, they're bad children. But you need to have a word with them, because as a your wife, do need respect. Now, you want me not to respect them because they're behaving disrespectful. Now, that's not how you raise them. Now, maybe their mother is telling them like this and mother is telling them that, but don't you think that perhaps they should have a little more decency?
for Ridge Road, Overport, or call 031 208 9142. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, manufacturers of fine gold and diamond jewelry.
You've tried the rest. Now come to the best. Vodacom shop for smartphones, tablets, laptops, routers, SIM cards, gaming, and the latest accessories to complete the look. Home and business internet to ensure that you have the best connection everywhere you go. Plug and play to fully installed fiber. Our infrastructure provides a resilient platform for your critical business applications, which will help your business perform best. Get the right amount of everything. Vodacom shop at the Pavilion Entrance 6, Westwood Mall, Bluff Towers, the workshop Omlazi Megacity, City View, Bridge City Komashu, Brookside Mall Pietermaritzburg, and the Nelson Mandela Square Sandton.
When you give water, you're reaching out to drought-affected areas, bringing them to life. Fresh water to drink, to clean, and to grow. That's the power of water. Donate now to Islamic Relief.
We want to spend some family time with you. The Breakfast Rush Family Fun Run or Walk. Be with us on Saturday, the 27th of April, and be part of the fun and excitement as we take on the 5-kilometer course from Blue Lagoon Lawns along NMR Avenue, back along the picturesque promenade to Blue Lagoon. Register the entire family for an outing to be remembered. The Breakfast Rush Family Fun Run or Walk. Saturday, 27 April. Pre-register online to pay and enter. Come enjoy the crisp morning breeze. A healthy run, jog or walk and then picnic with us. Call 031-208-1601 for more details. The Breakfast Rush. Family Fun Run or Walk. We'll see you there.
Are you ready for a journey of spiritual significance? Join Khidmatul Awam Pilgrim Services for an unforgettable Umrah experience during Dhul Qa'dah. Guided by esteemed scholars Mulana Dawood Samson and Mulana Muhammad Silaji. Starts on May 10th and returns on May 25th via Egypt Air out of Johannesburg. Experience 9 nights in the blessed city of Medina and 5 nights in the sacred city of Mecca, with packages starting from just 27,500 rands. Enjoy a fully guided tour, including Umrah visa, Jumu'ah prayers in both harams. Contact us at 010-6005-786. Khidmatul Awam Pilgrim Services, your pathway to a blessed journey.
Dil Badal with Faisal C. Jusab, Saturdays 10 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yes, we're back. Dil Badal Radio Alansaar. You're listening to Alansaar on 90.4 FM in Durban, 105.6 in Pietermaritzburg. And you can join us on the Facebook platform as well. We are live on Facebook if you would like to join us. And if you want to drop a comment, we'll try our best to actually read it out as well. Please send us a comment and view us if you want to see what Misbah looks like, what I look like, what the studio looks like. Please. Like I said, I'm joined today by my co-host, my wife, Misbah, as well. And it's a new month, so we're trying a new concept now, which means now you don't have to put up with my voice all the time and my monotonous stories. Anyway, for the first time, people that are here, you've joined Dil Badal Day. It's a show about you. It's a show about your happiness. It's a show about your family, your marriage. And today what we're trying to do is keep it going, which means now, you know what? We went through the month of Ramadan. There was a lot of tolerance now. We don't need to lose it now. Let's keep it going. So no two human beings can always meet the expectations of the other. Human beings are neither perfect nor perfectly matched. I mean, look, there has to be incompatibility. You might be taller than her. Your hands are bigger than her. She's prettier than you, right? She has better hair than you, or maybe she has hair you don't. But at the end of the day, you're not perfect or perfectly matched. So the quest for zero defect is neither practical nor possible. Most problems in domestic life begin as minor incidents that become magnified when couples become insensitive and intolerant to each other's weaknesses. That means she's a woman. She can't be a man. She can't be on time all the time. She can't always be on the ball. She feels it. She's a little bit tired today. A man can't keep on saying that, listen, I went in the morning, you were sleeping. I came back, you were sleeping. But did you find out maybe she was ill because she did give birth to your children? I think us men, we do sometimes forget that it's very easy to tell her what is right and wrong. But I do feel we have some messages in. And Ms. O, what are the messages? Can you read them off for me, please?
I love my wife and mother, but my mother always threatens me indirectly that she brought me here and I want to take my wife's part. She doesn't allow me to do for my wife and children and wants me to stay quiet if she's swearing my wife.
Wow.
I feel I need to respect both, but I don't know how to. I have 3 children as well, married 12 years.
Okay. 12 years married.
Three
Okay.
children.
3 kids. And your mom still wants to swear your wife. She's shouting at your wife. Now, look, I think 12 years is enough time to develop a relationship of daughter and mom. Also, you got grandchildren. Look, mom, I don't know, is trying to be old school here. See, look, we are not supposed to now be rude and vulgar or in any way abrasive. Remember, you're dealing with somebody else's child. Now, you know what? Will mommy want you to get shouted by her father and mother? Will she like that? Will you like that? So you can't stay quiet. So there's a very simple system. When you go to court, you need a lawyer. When you want my wife to understand, mom, speak to me, tell me all the nitty gritty, and then me, so that your people's relationship stays good. So what you need to start talking to your mother about is say, see, mommy, do you want to vent on my wife or do you want to help my wife like learn? Because after 12 years, you still believe that she hasn't learned. And if you're going to shout and scream at her, she won't get angry with you only. She'll get angry with me because isn't I'm supposed to prevent you from being rude with her? Why are you going to break her heart, ma? I think that's your starting point. Explain to your mother that we don't have to be rude. We don't have to scream and shout. Look, the tarbiyah of a child, Rasulullah Pak Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has told us how to raise children. 0 to 7, you pamper them, spoil them rotten. That means love, hugs and kisses, not expensive presents. No, not that. Attention, love, pampering. 7 to 14, you instruct. That's when you step it up with the instruction. At the age of 10, Rasulullah Pak advised us that if your son doesn't want to go to the masjid with you to read salah, you're allowed to hit him. Lightly, of course. But you're allowed to be strong. But after 14, you befriend them. That means there shouldn't be so much of shouting. You should choose your words carefully. That means if it's a serious situation that he has broken a law of Allah, he has done something that's very bad, then yes, permissible to scream and shout and show your dismay, show your disappointment and your anger that you have now troubled your father, you have troubled your mother. But it has to be when a law has been broken. Now, if you're going to shout your daughter-in-law because she has not read her salah, then that's not your situation. You have to tell your son, her husband, your wife doesn't read salah. Why? Does she not understand if she don't read salah, the children are not going to see salah, and it's okay with you? So who you're supposed to be shouting is the son, your child, not the daughter-in-law. Remember, these relationships are very fragile, and one harsh word can break that fragile string that attaches you. To break somebody's heart is very easy. It takes years to put it back together. And it's not nice then to apologize and beg for forgiveness. We came a month from a forgiveness now. Did we ask each other for forgiveness? Please make us maaf. Anything that I said or hurt your feelings, I did not mean it. I love you, mommy. I love you, my baby. I love you, my daughter. I love you, my child. Because your daughter-in-law is supposed to be your daughter. Because she is taking care of your grandchildren. Your daughter-in-law are taking care of the next phase of your family. How important it is for you to have a say in it. Anyway. Please don't shout, daughter-in-laws and son.
Sister Rihana Sayed.
Oh, there we go.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you, Faisal and family?
Alhamdulillah.
Hope you all had a nice Eid.
We did.
The life of this world is made up of 3 days. Yesterday has gone with all that was done. Tomorrow you may never reach. But today is for you, so do what you should do today.
I think you're not very clear.
Oh, okay.
I think you're not very clear. What we need to do is get your mic buzzing again. Maybe you can read Sister Rehana's Sayed's message again. It's that button there. Yeah, there we go. And I think that lever needs to go up, joining my lever high. There we go. Now, please try again with your mic. Sorry, once again. Try now. Say something.
Assalamu alaikum.
There
How are
you
you,
go.
Faisal and family? Hope you all had a nice Eid. The life
Alhamdulillah.
of this world is made up of 3 days. Yesterday has gone with all that was done. Tomorrow you may never reach, but today is for you. So do what you should do today. Sister Rehana Sayed, PNB.
You're right, yeah. That's why you're gonna make it maaf today. And again, maaf for that small interruption. We're still learning our way around here, the studio, after
Sister Rukaya sent a
almost
lot of
600
messages.
shows. Gee, sorry.
Sister Rukaya.
Gee, Sister Rukaya, what?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My brother Faisal Bhai and your co-host. My bhabhi finally not shy got to hear your voice, subhanallah.
Mhm.
This dua is from me to you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant you lots of happiness, answer all the pious duas, bless you with what is meant for you, grant you afia and bundle. May He help you through hardship and calamities. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant you endless barakah. Smile knowing you are a Muslim and Islam is your deen. Smile knowing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala take care of all your needs. Indeed, your life is planned by the best of planners. May every tear fell on your behalf in pain become a river in paradise for you.
MashaAllah.
May the angel sitting on your right say Ameen. To every dua you lift your hand for Ameen.
Ameen.
Allah aap aur aapki family ko
Hamesha
hamesha
khush
khush
rakhe.
rakhe.
Right. Oh, there we
Sister
go.
Ruqayya.
Okay, so now, like I'm so happy today because like I was so tentative when I firstly said it. I can see my co-host is also tentative. Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much for that wonderful message, and I hope you had a fantastic Eid, Sister. Okay, always a wonderful contributor to the show. So, like I was saying, tolerance has to be based on logic and understanding, being practical, that you know what, we all have weaknesses, but we don't really look at our weaknesses. We're always looking at the other person's weaknesses. Now that's wrong. Look at our weaknesses to humble and to ground us, and then look at the other people's weaknesses and say, you know what, I'm weaker than you. That's where we're supposed to be, because even the most trying moments in marital relationships can be overcome by following the advice of Rasulullah Pak Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. No believing man should totally detest a believing woman who is his wife. If he dislikes something in her, there will be something else in her that he would like. Now, maybe she's not the best cook in the world, but she is so pleasing to the eye. She's so amazing. When you look at her, you feel so happy that she is your wife. I mean, where did you ever believe that you're going to marry somebody so beautiful? Then when you look at your children, there has to be something in your marriage that is good. Now, should we not be grateful that we have so much, but we'll always look at the things that we don't have? Oh, you know, she don't give me breakfast. Oh, you know what, when I come home, she's my tea, I have to beg for my tea. So come home and go and make the tea, sometimes fry the samosas. You know what, it's so nice not to be responsible, not to do things that perhaps we should be doing. Perhaps we should be also partaking in the kitchen, because as men, that does not mean we get a buy, you know, like a get out of jail free card, that you're not be supposed to eat, not contribute towards the preparation of the food. Remember, the wives cook for us. Maybe we can serve it. Maybe it'll take some stress off, because I mean, instead of sitting there on the couch on your phone, like I know the ulama used to always say, the shaitan box, throw the shaitan box, throw the shaitan box out. There's so much of zina on the TV. Absolutely right. There is no doubt about it. The TV is a shaitan box, but it has not now that the TV become a little bit smaller and more compact, and now it's in our pockets, which means phone. And what do we do on it? We're sitting on that shaitan box. Anyway, like I said, we're on Facebook. Please drop us a comment if you want, and you can view us live on Facebook. And if you want to send us a WhatsApp, 060 904 1056. And if you want to send me a SMS on my line, SMSs are welcome. 083 7789314. I think we have a message.
Salam, Faisal. I did message a few times on your show.
Gee.
I have primary residence of my child, where the
yes.
court says every second weekend he gets to take our child. From Thursday, which was Eid, our child has been with him. He's been speaking good to me, unsure if he wants to reconcile. I have a protection order and custody hearing on the 7th of May, but we both decide to settle it with my lawyer that I get to keep her Wednesday and every weekend. He keeps her while I drop the protection order as advised by my lawyer. What's your advice on the situation?
Well, the first thing I'm very happy to hear is that there's a form of reconciliation that you are talking about. Reconciliation does not necessarily mean that you're going to become husband and wife again. Allah knows best. But he's talking nicely now because you see, I remember you when you first contacted us many months back. You did say that he was very rude, abusive, physically abusive. He was denying you access to your child. Then your child was saying nasty things to you. He was saying nasty things to your child about you. But you see, when the law came in the situation, that's why arrogant, silly men who think that they have control over their marriages and they can do whatever they want to their children and wives, these people need to see the strong arm of the law. So please don't get bluffed into the situation that he wants to reconcile, because you also mentioned some time back that there was another person in his life. If I recall, alhamdulillah, I've been blessed with a good memory. Allah Pak keep it that way. And I've done, I don't know how many cases after that, but I still remember what you told me. So please don't really be too quick to relinquish power. The advice of your attorney is for the betterment of the child. That means you should not be at loggerheads with her father. There should be an amicable situation, and I'm all for it. That the child will actually benefit, but also have a few boundaries in place, because in case now suddenly he starts going a little bit in the direction that he was. Remember, he was very abusive, verbally abusive. Remember, if I can remind you, those are messages that you sent us in studio. So please, he's being good. Let's encourage him to be good, and let's keep whatever's happening at the moment going. So I think your lawyer is advising you accordingly. I think you should listen to the advice of your lawyer, but don't be too quick to reconcile. You see, if you're going to do the same thing again and expect a different result, it's not going to happen. You need to do something different. Now, you did something different, a protection order, and then suddenly came right. So I think maybe the protection order is something necessary for you, because that will make him frightened, because obviously if he feared Allah, then he wouldn't have been treating you this way. But if he has the law, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. So keep it going for the child's sake. Talk nicely, be nice, right? And get an amicable situation. But I think your lawyer is advising you accordingly. And but don't be too quick to drop the boundaries or trying to those systems and tools that you have in place right now to keep him good. Anyway, do we have any more messages?
Salam, shout out to all the ladies who work hard in the Ramadan and didn't get appreciated enough.
Yes, a shout out. If we did not appreciate our wives and say to them thank you, if the kids didn't say kiss their mummies and says thank you so much for all the samosas and the puri pattas and the wonderful meals that you tirelessly, they were also tired Sehri time. We couldn't get our eyes open, they couldn't get their eyes open too. They're also human beings, but those mothers tried very hard. Sorry?
Superhumans.
Oh, they're superhumans. Okay, thank you for that. But at the end of the day, a grateful thank you or a present would not be out of order. So shout out. The best message is, they say it's a great sawab to feed a hungry person. To all the ladies out there who prepared sehri and iftar for their families, you fed hungry people. Doesn't necessarily mean that those hungry people have to be strangers or destitute. You fed people who are fasting. Well done. And your reward is with Allah, because you got the sawab of fasting and you got the sawab of feeding the people who are fasting. So imagine all those ladies out there who fed families of 4 kids and their husband, or 3 kids and their husband, or 2 kids and their husband, fed their mother-in-law. You got the sawab of that fast as well. So I think Allah's reward for you all is monumental. And look at us, brothers. We just ate and we got 1 fast sawab. Look at our wives. They got numerous sawab. I don't know. Does that make sense, Mr.?
But I would like to ask the listeners, even if they can comment on Facebook, we are live on Facebook, if they can tell us what was the best thing they heard about themselves in Ramadan. Let's be positive.
Okay.
Something nice that their sons, their daughters, their husbands, their parents, family, friends, in-laws, something they must have heard that's very nice. We'll read it out.
Inshallah.
And let's see. I like to hear positive things.
Well, let's keep it positive today then. So let's talk about tips now to ensure your wife's happiness. Like positivity. Look, nobody likes a wet blanket. Nobody wants to be around a person that's always positively, negatively, or positively negative. You know what I mean? That means you're very positive about yourself, but you're negative about people around you. Does that make any sense? Well, in my work, in my game, it does, because I'm fine. I don't know what's wrong with her. I don't need the help. He needs the help. So you're very positively negative. Anyway, so we should all strive to be the perfect husband. Now, okay, I'm speaking for myself, right? Yet as human beings, we are not perfect and therefore prone to making mistakes. And in Ramadan, there was a lot of mistakes. Allah forgive us all. Likewise, our wives cannot be perfect, and by expecting them to be so, we are merely settling or setting ourselves up to be disappointed. Knowing how to act when you have made a mistake and learning how to forgive your spouse for his or her essential advice for a realistic marriage. A happy marriage needs to be constantly worked at and nurtured by both spouses. That means if one is in a bad mood, the other needs to remain calm. That's how you de-escalate an argument. You see, when you come for counseling to us, we teach you mechanisms and tools we give you to de-escalate situations. You don't have a barbecue, a braai at a fire. You put the fire out when something is, because that fire can burn people, burn property. Fire is harmful. When an argument starts, de-escalate the situation. Don't say, yeah, you're right. Yeah, he is like that. Don't put more fuel on the situation. So why are you talking to me like, who do you think? No, don't now put paraffin or fuel and get the argument going. Why are you talking to me like that? What I did now? I'm sorry. That's de-escalation. That's the biggest fire extinguisher. Sorry. Sorry, Baba. Kindness is a very, very powerful mechanism to make a person think, say, I'm sorry, you do so much for me. You are so kind to me. I'm so sorry if I offended you. Now, that's important. That's essential. Your wife is the closest person to you in the whole world, yet many of us show our best side to people outside the home. Oh, Faisal C. Jusab is a wonderful person. You want to know who Faisal Jusab is? Find out from people he works with. Find out people who he lives with. That means you have to ask my wife and my kids. That's who you have to ask. Because a true character of a person is, when a person who lives with you or deals with you or travels with you. All right. From Sister Tasneem Khan, Assalamu alaikum. No sound. I think we corrected it. We got that right. I think we'll get that right. Sorry about that. I'm sure you're talking about Mispa's mic. We'll get that right. Sister Sarah, salams, bye. Always listen to your program. MashaAllah, we learn so much from you. Jazakallah, you are educating us in the right direction. Ameen from Mrs. Sarah Khan. Jazakallah for that. Just make us maaf if we say anything wrong, and please make dua for us that we are saying the right thing and continue saying the right thing. Because men are required by the teachings of Rasulullah Pak Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and the Quran to show kindness to their wives, to their children. Smile when you return home, speak kind words, and use positive language. Be positive, be cheerful, be kind, be courteous, be sweet. So it's very necessary. We have another WhatsApp that's come through.
Salams. Lot of people.
Sorry, 1 second. Go for it now.
Okay. Salams. Lots of people I please say in Ramadan, we cannot do things, especially bad habits. May Allah help us to carry on the right path all the time.
So there's a lot
Sister
of things
Suraya.
from Sister Sumaya.
Sister Suraya.
Sorry, Sister Suraya. Very necessary for us to adopt those words of yours. Yes, we stopped all the bad things in Ramadan, but now those bad things mustn't come out. And I think the essential bad thing is like anger. The good thing that we had is sabr. There's a month of Quran, there's a month of sabr. That's what the Maulanas always say. Consistency. Yesterday the talk was about consistency. The Jummah Bayan, he spoke about carry on now. We got another 11 months to carry on. Keep it consistent, no matter how small that deed is. Now imagine if every day you come home, make salam to your wife and you smile at her. It's such a small deed in the eyes of insan, but for Allah, it is a very huge deed that you smile at your wife. You're grateful to Allah that Allah provided you with a wife, gave you a life partner, gave you somebody as a comfort to your eyes. You come home and she's there for you. The lights are on. Ask men who are divorced, ask men who are without their spouses, ask men who are going through difficulties in their marriage, and you'll find out how lucky you are. But how lucky you are is one thing, but how do you look after it as well? Give thanks to Allah and take care of it. When you have a chance to say something nasty, don't say it. Be kind. Don't dislike your wife for what's wrong in her. Rather choose to look at what is wrong in you. There's so many flaws in us. Please, don't look at flaws in others. Look at flaws in yourself. You'll better yourself. And one thing, amazing thing will happen. Allah loves humility. Allah will love you for it. Friendship. Become your spouse's best friend. Not just their spouse. Not just the husband. Not just the wife that's a provider and all that. Spend time together doing the things that both of you enjoy, and sometimes what they enjoy. So if your wife, sometimes now look, you know what, a lot of the ladies do like social media, and some men are like me who don't like social media. I can see my co-host shaking her head as well too, because look, I'm not a fan of social media, but that's my flaw, that's my inadequacy.
No likes, no comments.
Sorry, what did you say?
No likes, no comments.
No likes, no comments. Yeah. You like to regularly contribute, so I think we'll keep your mic on for now, right? Okay, so sorry, I'm so sorry. It's our first day. We're not doing justice to you, Miss Bab.
It's okay.
It's okay.
We're all human.
Thank you so much. You're so forgiving. You're so kind. So, do you get irritated that I don't share your passion?
Passion is the right word.
Right, but you
Because
like
I
it?
like to post and you don't.
Yeah.
Post
Because
on
I don't work
social
for the
media.
post
Not
office.
as much.
Because I don't work for the post office.
Okay.
Okay. I'm self-employed. Okay.
I don't know what to say after that.
Okay, it's
End
a
of
bad joke.
argument.
Now you see, this is what I'm talking about, a friendship, because this is exactly what you do with your friends. You crack bad jokes. I know I'm not a comedian. I'll never get paid. I'll get fired. People will throw tomatoes at me. But when she looks at me and she says it's a terrible joke, and my kids will laugh at me, this is what friendship's all about, because we're not professional comedians and we make our friends laugh at our terrible jokes. So that's what it is. Share your interests and your thoughts.
What do you think when ladies normally tell their husbands that I'm going to be on social media, but it will be limited or it will be controlled? Do you agree with that?
I don't agree with social media, because I think it takes away too much of our time. But if the husband and wife can sit down and work out a timetable that does not conflict with the time spent together, because you must remember, phones have been created to create distraction. Distraction is the number one enemy of marriages. Because if your husband is sitting on the phone, you're going to get angry. If your wife is sitting on the phone, you're going to get angry. Again, please trust me, I'm a family and marriage counselor. This is one of the things that's the new anomaly that we have to deal with when we deal with marriages. When husbands say, she's always on the phone, she comes to the table with the phone, she's always talking to her cousin or her mother or her sister. Oh, I don't know who he's talking to on social media, all these people that he's talking to, and he's posting, and he's going to gym now, and he's posting pictures of his muscles and all. So
okay, that's a lot.
Right.
That's not control.
Now we have to sit down and communicate and work this out.
Sorry, Faisal.
Mm-hmm.
Salams, beautiful program, magnificent Nasiha. My highlight of your program is that you instill so much love, compassion, understanding, and the beautiful ways in which we come to betterment in our lives. I have 3 sons, and I say I have 3 daughters, not daughter-in-laws.
Thank you.
Because I don't want the cycle of daughter-in-laws. I want daughters. They are all beautiful. I have come far in life, and I just been in September for Umrah. And I have really changed my concept of life, especially relationships. I'm married for 40 years, and I appreciate everyone that passed by me. I learn, and that's make me humble. I'm a very passionate person when it comes to dealing with any kind of difficulty. Alhamdulillah, shukr ya Rab. I'm still always trying to do my best, and the rest Allah will do, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah. I love the comment where you said that my 3 daughters. Subhanallah. Allah reward you for that. Mashallah. Umrah really worked for you, as it does for most people. Inshallah, Allah take all of us for Umrah, see the Mubarak lands, see the most beautiful Kaaba and Masjid al-Nabawi, and allow us to make salam to Rasulullah Pak sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
I like this message. There's a lot of messages coming through.
Alhamdulillah.
Salams. If you have something nasty to say, stand in front of a mirror and then say it.
Oh, you won't do that. How can you call yourself ugly and stupid and you didn't give me my tea? So wait a minute.
Give me a tea, okay? There's other things.
My wife had to give me my tea. Why am I saying that to myself? Maybe I should make tea. Anything else? Any other messages?
Okay, this is very nice. Sister Ruqya. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My brother Faisal Bhai. You said my bhabhi is shy. I think she's brave, although first time on air, alhamdulillah.
No, she's been on air before. She was there on air from
before 2017.
2011. Yeah. I remember we should co-host the show. But yes, she did take a more important role after that. She became the producer, but now she's the producer and co-host of the show. Alhamdulillah. Mashallah. Thank you so